Hey everyone, we hope and pray that you are doing well. We wanted to take a few minutes to spend with you now to update you on our status as it pertains to services and gatherings here at Resurrection Life Church. As you know, we remain here in our region under an orange designated status. Previously, that orange status limited us to a capacity of 33% or 25 people. Recently, as most of you now know, the Supreme Court has ruled and upheld a recent challenge that was presented before the court and granted a temporary injunction which will allow us to meet with the 33% of capacity restriction, but without the number cap of 25. And so in light of that, we will begin gathering again for Sunday morning services beginning this Sunday, December the 6th at 10 a.m. Now, we're very happy about that. We're very happy to be able to begin gathering again. However, it should be noted this. We understand that the number of COVID-19 cases in our region, across the state and the country, are on the rise, and it is a concern. And so along with our regathering and coming back together in-house, we are going to be adding a couple of items to our protocol and a couple of adjustments to our in-house service gathering experience, okay? So let's talk about that just for a moment. First off, at this time, we will not have Res Life Kids. Res Life Kids will be closed. There will be no childcare during our Sunday morning in-house gatherings. Now, your children are welcome to sit with you in our main worship center here in the main auditorium, certainly along with you, and our designated family room will also provide families with perhaps a more comfortable place to spend and watch the service along with their children. And so both of those options are available to our parents of kids. But at this time, Res Life Kids will remain closed. Additionally, of course, social distancing will be a requirement, as it has been, and we will continue to do that. Face masks continue to be a requirement to enter the building and must be worn at all times unless you are seated in your seat for services. Additionally, we will now be asking all of those who gather in-house to keep your mask on while we are singing during the worship portion of our services for now, okay? So face masks at all times unless you're seated for services and while we are singing, okay? So we're going to ask you to help us out in that. Please comply with all of that. The safety of all of our guests, of all of our volunteers, all of our staff remain our number one priority. And so we feel it's important to be able to do this, to keep the safety of that in mind, and to do everything that we can to keep all of you and your families safe. So that's a couple of the adjustments to our protocols. Now, let me say this. For those of you that feel more comfortable staying home at this time, we completely understand that, as we have in the past. If you feel that you would prefer to stay home and enjoy the online experience, please do so. We encourage you to do so. Of course, we'd love to see your faces, and for some of you, we haven't seen you since March, but we understand that. We remain the family of God here at Resurrection Life, and we're thrilled to be able to be a part of the family of God here in our region. But if you feel more comfortable with your family at home, we certainly respect that and honor that, and we welcome you to join us this Sunday morning and all of the subsequent Sundays at 10 a.m. For that online experience. Further, at this time, our midweek meetings will continue as scheduled at this time, beginning this evening, Wednesday, December the 2nd, with our prayer night and our vertical reality teen ministry. Those will continue as scheduled. Additionally, Iron Sharpens Iron men's ministry will be meeting this coming Saturday, December the 5th at 9 a.m. Now, that meeting will not be a breakfast as it normally was. It will be a theater-style, distanced gathering where that new series will be continued, and so it'll be a little bit of a different format, but we're going to flow, and it's going to be a blessing for all of the guys who come on out for that. But that is this Saturday at 9 a.m. Now, let's say this. If our area moves into the red zone or a red designated zone or some other more stringent designation, we will again reevaluate all of the things we just talked about. We will reevaluate that, and we will update you in that, as we always have. Lastly, let me say this. Flexibility, as we've said from the beginning, remains the key to us getting through this, and we will get through this. One of our local area pastors mentioned a couple weeks back in one of his video addresses to his congregation that God is not surprised by any of this. God is not surprised. And as we say so often, God's got this. God's got this. We may have questions, we may have objections, but God's got this, and he's got you. He's got all of us. And so we're going to continue to rely on God and rely on being flexible. So we're going to be flexible, and we so appreciate your flexibility and flowing with us and our community throughout all of these months as we continue to move forward. And we continue to pray for the safety of all of you, all of our church family, all of the families here within our region, and we are privileged to be able to continue to serve you here at Resurrection Life. Thank you so much for your time today. God bless you, and have a wonderful day.